Thank you for being so kind to donate to San Francisco Aid for Animals, and that's why you're seeing this video. Obviously, San Francisco Aid for Animals is something that's near and dear to my heart and a lot of other people's hearts. I was one of the original founders with 3 other veterinarians in 2008 during the recession then, and that included Dr. Anne-Marie Benfada, who is still on the board, and myself, Alan Stewart, and also Dr. Alan Stewart and Dr. Chris Anderson, and a lot of you may know them as well. And we've certainly grown as an organization, grown thanks to people like you who have been so wonderful, and also to a board that has been wonderful. We like to say veterinarians were good at the on-hand stuff, but we needed all these new wonderful board members who have really ratcheted up the game, and we're led by Kathy Hadjopoulos, who has just been a wonderful, wonderful leader for us. And she's taken us to all new levels. But to date, as of today, we've saved over 635 animals, thanks to you. And as you know, Aid for Animals is there to support people financially in dire financial needs when they can't afford emergency care for their dear loved ones who will possibly be euthanized or die otherwise and have a good outcome. So we're really about keeping the family together. And as you all know, because you donate, it's something that's so vital and critical for everybody today. And so with that, this is a thank you for donating, and it's going to be 2 or 3 recipes on how to cook dog treats and cat treats, and I'm sure I'll throw in a few other sundry useful bits of information as we go along. So I'm just going to make a peanut butter dog treat this time, and I'll read out the ingredients so you can jot them down. It's 1 cup of flour, and I'll add a half a cup of peanut butter. We keep crunchy peanut butter around the house because it's easier to administer our pills when we use it to give pills, and that way the dogs don't know if they're getting a pill or a peanut. And just be sure there's no xylitol in the peanut butter. And then 1/4 cup of canned pumpkin, and the pumpkin is a great source of fiber. Dogs love the taste of that for reasons that still evade me. And then finally 1/3 cup of unsweetened applesauce, and dogs love apples. And finally, a 3/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. And then you simply mix it all together, roll it up into a ball. If you need to, flour your hands. And then once you roll it out, you can start making cute little doggy bone shaped cookies. The shapes are really for us, but I find it a lot easier and faster to cut the sheet into squares, and the shape really doesn't make a difference to them. In the magic of video, it's time has passed and the cookies are done, and the dogs are quite anxious for them, and I just take them out and you have these little lovely hard biscuits. The beauty of the parchment paper is it's easier, so I think they might actually be more interested in the squirrel that's in the yard, but I'm just going to cool them off and give them a treat, which they will enjoy. They don't usually get such good treats. I use popcorn a lot, which they do love. Gracie, Finny, come. Oh boy, it's a little hot. It's a little hot. But maybe what we'll do is turn around. Yeah, so you can. Who doesn't like, it's like a hot chocolate chip cookie. Who wouldn't like a hot chocolate chip? Let's face the camera. Okay, we're cooling it off. Yes. Finny sits. Gracie does not. Greyhounds don't sit. It's a little hot. Okay, there they go. Happiness. Happiness. I think the best treat you can do is give a kiss, whether it's a cat or a dog, because they're happy for that attention. If you are of the mindset where you need to give treats, technically the treat allowance that you're feeding your dog should be less than 10% of their daily caloric needs. So every dog has different caloric needs. You can probably talk to your local veterinarian to find out what yours is, or you can look it up online. It's a pretty easy formula, but you could say what are the caloric needs of my dog, and then you can also see exactly how much you should be feeding them, because it's good not to overfeed our animals. Another thing we're all prone to doing, particularly cats. And just like for us, obesity is a very common problem in animals. It's something like 60% of American animals are overweight. And so giving them no more than 10% in treats is okay. If you start doing more than that, it's a dangerous source of calories, and it's also can throw the balance of the diet out if they get too many treats, because these are not balanced treats. Each treat in here is probably anywhere between 2 to 5 calories. I'm not going to give you an exact, because it depends on the thickness, and it depends on exactly what's in it. There's a lot of science behind it, but I'm going to guesstimate based on what I know, anywhere between 2 to 5 calories, 2 for the smaller ones, 5 for the thicker ones. But I can give you a list of other sources of low-fat, easy obtainable treats. One of my favorite is 50 grams of raw baby carrots, contains 18 kilocalories. 78 grams, roughly half a cup, of boiled carrots is 27 kilocalories. Baked butternut squash, which is a yummy, kind of related to the pumpkin love of dogs, is a quarter cup of cubed baked butternut squash is only 21 calories. And dogs also really like green beans, so a half a cup of boiled green beans is 22 calories. And here's the apple, a raw apple, quarter cup is 14 to 16 calories. Watermelon, a half a cup of watermelon is 23 calories. I'm picking out the ones dogs really like. A quarter cup of honeydew melon is only 16 calories, and dogs often love honeydew because it's sweet. I don't find strawberries a big sell, but strawberries, one medium strawberry is 4 kilocalories. And dogs do like bananas, so an eighth of a cup of bananas is 25 calories. And a 8 to 9 inch, 1/4 of a standard 8 to 9 inch banana is about 30 calories. One of my favorites actually is a quarter cup of popcorn, popped popcorn without salt, without butter, and that's only 16 calories. I use popcorn for treats all the time. A, I like it, and B, it's low calorie, and C, it's so easy to carry around. So a half a cup of popped popcorn is only 16 calories. So those are some basic calorie counts for dog treats. I hope you enjoy the little cooking videos, and I hope you get to test them out on your own dogs and cats, because it is kind of fun. There is something about the generosity of cooking for others, whether it's your pet, family, or friends, that makes you feel good, and makes you feel good to make little biscuits for them. I will say I'm not a proponent of home-cooked meals unless it's absolutely necessary, because home-cooked meals are impossible to be, nearly impossible to be balanced unless you're following a veterinarian's recommendations. So I'd be hesitant to do home-cooked meals on a regular basis, but treats are perfect. They're perfect, they're easy, as you saw. You make a lot of them, they should last quite some time, and enjoy, because I know your loved ones will enjoy it too. And again, thank you for donating to San Francisco Aid for Animals. Every dollar that you donate goes to roughly $2 in animal care for animals. So it's a really lovely system. So the way we had set it up is, again, about every dollar you donate is equated to $2 at least in animal care for the pets. That metric was off a little bit during COVID, because we really wanted to help all the animals who were affected by COVID, the owners of the animals who were affected by COVID, so we really tried to get money to them quicker. But generally, every dollar you donate, it's $2 to their care. Again, thank you very much for your continued support.